He can't hide it anymore. Shu Kai's protective moment with Cheng Xiao goes viral. The flash of chaos. It wasn't supposed to be a dramatic night. Shu Kai and Cheng Xiao were only scheduled to make a brief appearance at a late-night charity gala in Shanghai. The event was crowded but elegant, string lights hanging from the ceiling, the soft hum of live jazz in the background. They weren't even seated together. Yet somehow, fate kept aligning their paths. By 10 p.m., the crowd had swelled near the stage. Paparazzi and fans had gathered outside, hoping for a glimpse of their favorite stars. The air was buzzing, restless, almost too loud. The first glimpse. Cheng Xiao arrived first. She wore a flowing silver gown that shimmered under the chandelier light, her hair cascading over her shoulders. She smiled politely at the cameras but kept her gaze steady, professional. Shu Kai arrived minutes later, dressed in a classic black tuxedo that somehow made him look taller, sharper, like he'd stepped right out of a movie poster. He avoided unnecessary attention, but his eyes, almost instinctively, scanned the room until they found her. And when they did, he didn't look away. The moment before the storm. The gala was moving along smoothly. Guests laughed, glasses clinked, and music swayed through the air. But outside, a small disturbance was brewing, paparazzi pushing too close to the entrance, a crowd growing restless in the rain. Inside, Shu Kai seemed to sense it. He excused himself from a conversation, glancing toward the door. Cheng Xiao, unaware of the gathering chaos, was speaking with a fan near the photo booth. And that's when it happened. The sudden surge. The front doors swung open unexpectedly. A rush of damp, cold air blew into the room. Several fans, trying to escape the crush outside, stumbled forward, creating a ripple of panic. Someone shouted. Glass clinked. A chair scraped against the floor. In the confusion, a photographer, caught off balance, lurched forward, colliding with Cheng Xiao's shoulder. She gasped, her heel slipping on the polished floor. Shu Kai moves. Before anyone else could react, Shu Kai was already there. In a single, fluid motion, he crossed the room, his tuxedo jacket flaring behind him. He reached her just as she lost her balance. His arm wrapped firmly around her waist, pulling her back upright. The photographer stumbled away, muttering apologies, but no one was paying attention to him anymore. All eyes were on Shu Kai, his jaw tight, his gaze fierce, his body shielding Cheng Xiao completely. The protective stance. For a heartbeat, the world seemed to stop. Cheng Xiao's hands gripped his arm, her breath caught in her throat. Shu Kai didn't move, didn't loosen his hold. He stood between her and the chaos, scanning the crowd as though daring anyone to come closer. A fan in the corner captured the moment on video, a brief, 3-second clip that would ignite the internet within hours. In the footage, you can hear the hush of the room and see the way Shu Kai's thumb instinctively brushed Cheng Xiao's back in reassurance. It wasn't staged. It wasn't rehearsed. It was raw instinct. The aftershock. When the crowd calmed, Shu Kai slowly loosened his grip, but his hand remained on her arm as he guided her away from the commotion. "Are you okay?" he asked quietly. She nodded, still a little breathless. Her silver gown shimmered under the lights as she looked up at him with wide, uncertain eyes. For a moment, they just stood there, two stars, two people sharing a silence that said far more than words could. Social media erupts. By the time they left the event, the clip had already hit Weibo and Twitter. Within an hour, it was trending under multiple hashtags. #Shu Kai protects Cheng Xiao. #He can't hide it anymore. #real life drama. Fans flooded the comments. The way he moved without thinking, you can't fake that. He didn't even hesitate. He was already watching her. This feels like a confession without words. The photo that broke hearts. Another angle surfaced, a high-resolution photo snapped by a professional photographer. In it, Cheng Xiao's face is turned up toward Shu Kai, her expression soft and vulnerable. Shu Kai's arm is still around her, his eyes locked on hers with an intensity that seems to burn through the image. The photo went viral within minutes, plastered across fan accounts, gossip sites, and even entertainment news outlets. Theories explode. Online forums lit up with speculation. Was this proof of something deeper between the two stars? Fans recalled the secret dinner date weeks before, the lingering touches, the late-night walks. Many were convinced this wasn't a coincidence. Some even dug up old behind-the-scenes clips from their drama days, pointing out moments where Shu Kai seemed unusually protective of Cheng Xiao, small gestures that now, in hindsight, felt like breadcrumbs leading to this moment. The agencies stay silent. As usual, neither star's agency rushed to comment. Their silence only added fuel to the fire. Entertainment reporters camped outside their respective studios, hoping for statements. But neither Shu Kai nor Cheng Xiao appeared publicly for the next 24 hours. The absence of denial was, for many fans, confirmation enough. Fan reactions. On fan forums, the emotional reactions were overwhelming. "I've shipped a lot of couples before, but this feels different. This feels real. The way he looked at her, you don't protect someone like that unless they mean something to you. I'm crying. This is better than any drama I've ever watched." Inside the car, a leaked eyewitness account claimed that after leaving the gala, Shu Kai personally escorted Cheng Xiao to her car. The witness described him placing a hand on the small of her back, shielding her from the cameras as they walked. Before she got in, he leaned in close, too close, according to the witness, and whispered something that made her laugh quietly. She touched his arm before stepping inside. And as the car pulled away, Shu Kai reportedly watched until her taillights disappeared into the night. More than just a gesture. Industry insiders weighed in. Some called it a simple act of politeness. But others pointed out Shu Kai's history. He is careful, measured, rarely impulsive in public. For him to react so instinctively suggested deeper feelings. One director who worked with both stars commented anonymously, "Shu Kai doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. If you see him move like that, it's because he cares." The next morning. By morning, the video had been viewed over 10 million times. Major entertainment outlets were running headlines. "Shu Kai protects Cheng Xiao in viral clip, are they more than friends?" Even international fans who weren't familiar with their past collaborations were captivated. The story transcended language and borders, proof that genuine emotion can be recognized anywhere. The whisper of a promise. For those who had followed their story from the beginning, the protective moment felt like the continuation of a narrative that had been quietly building. The secret dinner. The rainy night umbrella walk. The shared glances caught on camera. Now, this. The pieces were coming together, forming a picture too compelling to dismiss. The replay frenzy. The clip didn't just trend, it became a phenomenon. By midnight, fan accounts had slowed it down, zoomed in, and added dramatic music. Every frame was dissected, the way Shu Kai's jaw clenched, the quick step he took before anyone else reacted, the split second his hand lingered at Cheng Xiao's waist even after the danger had passed. Memes appeared instantly, but so did heartfelt edits. Fans paired the video with love ballads, crafting mini-movies that left entire comment sections sobbing. One slowed-down angle showed something that went unnoticed at first. After making sure she was steady, Shu Kai gave her a tiny nod, an unspoken reassurance. That single nod sparked hashtags like #ShuKaiSaysTrustMe and #ProtectiveKai. Inside the VIP lounge, a leaked text thread from a staff member at the gala added even more fuel. According to the message, Shu Kai insisted on checking whether Cheng Xiao was okay before returning to his own table. He didn't care who was watching, the text read. He guided her to the VIP lounge, got her a glass of water, and kept his hand on her shoulder until she stopped shaking. It was tender. Someone else in the lounge snapped a blurry photo, Shu Kai leaning slightly toward her, eyes locked on hers, while she smiled softly, holding the glass. Fans flooded comment sections. "That photo, the tension is unreal. Look at the way he's leaning in. That's not just friendly concern. He's done pretending." The manager's reactions. Backstage whispers say Cheng Xiao's manager tried to usher her out quietly, but Shu Kai was reluctant to let her leave alone. Witnesses reported seeing him insist on walking her to the exit despite the chaos outside. "It was like he'd switched into bodyguard mode," one attendee said. Even with their managers there, Shu Kai stayed glued to her side, scanning every corner like he was guarding something precious. The more protective he became, the more the crowd outside screamed. Paparazzi shouted their names, but Shu Kai ignored them, focusing only on her. The Internet detectives. By dawn, Internet detectives were comparing this clip to older interactions between the two stars. A fan page dug up behind-the-scenes footage from a drama they filmed together years ago. In one scene, during a break, Cheng Xiao tripped slightly on a cable. Shu Kai had caught her then too, almost the exact same way. Fans placed the two clips side by side, captioning it, "Some things never change." This revelation sent the fandom into a frenzy. Comments exploded. "This is like a love story unfolding in real time. They're basically a drama couple brought to life. He's been protecting her for years, and now the world finally noticed." News outlets catch fire. By noon, entertainment programs had picked up the story. One segment on a popular morning show slowed the video frame by frame, analyzing Shu Kai's expression like it was a forensic investigation. The host said with a grin, "You can't fake a look like that." Another outlet aired a panel discussion where industry insiders debated whether the gesture was professional courtesy or proof of something more. One veteran producer laughed, "I've seen enough red carpet behavior to know this wasn't just manners. That was instinct." The call from his friend. An anonymous source claimed that a close friend of Shu Kai's texted him after the video went viral. The supposed exchange went something like, "Friend, you're trending worldwide. Protecting Cheng Xiao, huh? Shu Kai, I didn't even think. She almost fell. Friend, the world thinks you're in love with her. Shu Kai, maybe the world isn't wrong." While unverified, the supposed leak spread across fan accounts, intensifying the buzz. Cheng Xiao's quiet reaction. Meanwhile, Cheng Xiao posted nothing on her social media that day except a single, subtle photo, a blurry image of city lights in the rain, captioned with a single heart emoji. Fans immediately connected it to the night before, speculating that the rain and lights mirrored the atmosphere of the gala exit. Some believed the heart emoji was her silent acknowledgement of Shu Kai's gesture. The fans' campaign. Within hours, fan groups began creating compilation videos of every interaction Shu Kai and Cheng Xiao had ever shared, press events, interviews, behind-the-scenes clips. One edit titled "He Can't Hide It Anymore," a love story in gestures, gained over 3 million views in a single day. People who weren't even fans of Chinese dramas began sharing the clip, calling it the real-life K-drama moment of the year. Industry speculation. Producers and PR experts couldn't ignore the buzz. Some insiders whispered that if Shu Kai and Cheng Xiao didn't capitalize on their chemistry soon, networks would line up to cast them together in a high-profile romantic drama. One executive reportedly said, "This is gold. They have the kind of natural spark you can't manufacture. If they signed on for a series now, it would break ratings records." The emotional undercurrent. But for longtime followers of their story, this moment wasn't about PR or casting opportunities. It was about something that had been quietly building for months: dinners caught on camera, stolen glances, rainy-night walks. The protective moment felt like the culmination of 100 small gestures. It wasn't just a man catching a woman before she fell. It was the universe finally pushing their story into the open. A whisper heard around the world. As evening fell, a new, grainy video surfaced from another angle near the entrance. In it, you can faintly hear Shu Kai's voice right after catching her. "Got you." 2 words, barely audible, almost drowned out by the crowd noise, but fans heard it. They slowed it down, boosted the audio, and confirmed, "He said it." The phrase instantly became a trending topic.